Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We literally just came back from Miami. As you can tell from our faces, still a little burned. We got Jan over here who's joining us to help us. He got his BRZ that we're gonna show you guys later. But yeah, today we're gonna be installing the BC Racing coilovers. Before I install them on, I wanted to measure the height of my vehicle right now. So front left is like 2/6/8 of an inch. Front right 2/5/8, 3 inches on the right left, and the rear right 3/6/8. So they're all like uneven right now. So once we install the coilovers, we're gonna measure it up to make them all the same even height. Yeah. I'm gonna make Gary work. He likes to work.
Wait, did we loosen all the lugs for the wheels?
Oh fuck, we did.
Oh, forgot. Maybe you should do that first.
We're gonna have to remove this strut bar. And all you need is just... I don't even know the size for this. You're gonna need this 14mm. I got 3 guys over here helping me. Thanks a lot, guys. Nice. The breaker bar is your friend. Best friend.
What just happened?
So these are 14mm bolts, but one of this bolt got stripped off, so I used a Dremel to size it down to 13mm, and that got the nut right off. So that's a secret tip.
So we're planning to take out this bolt first. Hopefully this will lower the spring bucket and we just take the spring out. Since Matt said he's going to a true coilover setup, we're just taking the spring out and leaving this empty until he gets a control arm in the future.
Toe arm. We're doing the rears right now, and the only thing that we need to remove is just those 2 bolts. Just slowly drop it down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. All the load is off now. Take it out. Here, I got it. Just take that mount out. You see that? Yeah, that's a mount. That's a spring mount. I'll pull it down. Yeah. Tell me, Jam, what are we doing so far?
We're taking off this rear shock right here. Fastened by 2 bolts, 2 nuts on top, and then 1 on the bottom.
Uh-huh. That's pretty straightforward right there, right? This car is 10 years old, so you want to be careful not to strip those up there, but luckily we put some WD-40 ahead of time, so it's well lubricated. We mount the rear coilover on. It's all hand tight right now. For the extender, we just put it right here with this existing hole. Probably have to cut this later on to shorten it.
This is gonna take a year.
You good?
Yeah.
It's coming. We noticed there were these lines on the rotors, so we're going to show you guys how to replace them on the next video. For the shocks to come out, you're going to have to unbolt the steering knuckle from the upper control arm, but be careful not to damage the ball joint.
You got it away?
Now we're going to put on the front coilovers. It's just a reverse process of removing the factory shocks.
Eventually.
We finally got all the coilovers on, thanks to Jan. He's a big help over here. He got all the nuts out easily. Now we're gonna take it off the jack stands and lower it to see what the ride height is currently and see if we need to make some adjustments. Just from looking at the rear, it does sit a lot lower, so we'll see.
Whoa!
That rear is
Yeet.
something, but I think because that side's like raised.
No, I think if you just let it down, it's still the same.
Oh yeah.
See?
Definitely need to raise the rear.
Yeah, you still need to. I told you, you need to raise the rear. The front looks.
The front is definitely.
I think you could go up a little bit.
No, well,
Unless
you still have to like drive it to.
to let it settle.
Yeah. The rear is like really tucking.
Yeah. No fingers. Right, Matt, what are you doing?
Alright, so obviously the rear is too low, so I'm raising it up. And I got my measurements over here. These numbers on the top are the before with the lowering springs, and this is with the BC coilovers without adjusting any height. So right now the rears are sitting much lower than it was with the springs, so I'm gonna raise it up to actually 4 inches. So some of you guys are like thinking, dude, slam the car. I live in the Northeast here. There's no way. And plus, I want to be able to drive through potholes and speed bumps without having to worry about scraping, bottoming my car. So yeah, I prefer this height anyway, so still gonna look good. So
But also functional.
Alright, so this is how you adjust the height on the BC coilovers for the rears for the 350Z. You want to loosen this first, and you don't want to loosen all the way, but just enough where it still sits there. And then use a spanner for the top to move this and keep spinning until your desired height. Once you raise your desired height, you gotta lock it in by spinning this lower spanner down and then tightening the other direction to make sure it's really, really tight. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see. 2/8 higher, but I'm thinking it may just need to settle down because I just raised the side. So yeah, let's just leave it for now. But yeah, this is how you install BC racing coilovers and how to adjust the height. And right now we're just going to go for a spin, see how it feels. Right now I haven't set the dampening controls yet, so might have to do some softness or hardness to it. This is the full walk around, the height. I think I gotta drive it a few times for it to settle down some more, but so far I don't think I'm gonna be rubbing anymore because I always drive it right here. As you can see, it's like the scrape marks on my exhaust. So I'm just gonna test it out and see if it doesn't scrape or not. I know my bumper looks like someone took a dump on it, but check out the video where I show you guys how I start repairing it. The link is in the description below. Doesn't feel too much different from the Ibach lowering springs and the stock shocks. It's pretty comfortable. Not like really hard or stiff at all. It's not about stance, guys. It's functionality. Function over form. Oh, see, there's a bump. Let's see if I can just... beautiful.
Little scraping.
Well, I never scraped there, but I had to slow so much.
Yeah, you gotta angle it, no?
Yeah, I had to angle it, but now it just like drives straight through. So that concludes today's episode. Got my BC Racing coilovers on. That took about 4 hours and with the height adjustments. So, and thanks to Gary, Wei, and Jan for helping me out. Without them, I don't know, I probably would have done this, finish in like 2 days. So please make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe because there's gonna be a lot more videos coming soon.